All right, Keefe. I've been looking at your shot, and I definitely have some things you can improve on. The first thing I noticed was your footwork. You have your feet turned around backwards in the middle of your shot, and that's really setting your body up to fight itself. So if I'm trying to throw that way, I want to keep my body. My front door's been open this whole time. I want to keep my body lined up that way throughout the majority of the shot. That means keeping both of my feet sideways. You're starting out sideways, which is good. Just keep yourself sideways this whole time, because if you turn your left foot around like this, you've got to turn back around this way, and that takes away some of your power. So it helps to shift your weight forward over your toes. That's going to engage your legs a little bit better. Keep your X step nice and small, and that'll help you shift into your brace. And another note about your footwork is you want to offset this last step a little bit to the left. That'll help you shift into your brace, and you can feel it in your heel rather than feeling it in your knee. Because your heel is a lot stronger than your knee is, and you won't wear out your body as quick. It'll be a lot easier. So offset if I'm throwing straight that way. If I'm throwing straight that way, my last step is going to be over here, and that will set up my weight to shift into my heel a little bit better. And then for your reach back, you're not committing to the reach back with your shoulders. So and your left hand is kind of getting in the way. So your reach back, you're timing it good with it peaking when your front foot hits the ground. That's good. But what you've got this sort of action going on. And this is, again, where you're fighting your body, because your shoulders are pointing there, but you're trying to put the disc behind you. So I recommend putting your arm behind you on the reach back. Don't swing it way out here. Just sort of bend your arm and tuck it up like this. And that will let your shoulders turn so you can put the disc behind you. Because right now your shoulders aren't able to turn, and you're sort of trapping your arm by your body here. So let your shoulders turn and sort of pull your arm up to get it out of the way. And then as you pull, it'll actually naturally come down, and that'll add some power. But then, so pull your left arm up. Don't let it get over the disc. Crossing here is taking away a lot of power. Get it out of the way and let yourself reach back. And then for your pull, what you're doing right now is you're spinning really fast, and you're tucking the disc in your armpit here. And this means that you have this much range of motion to throw, which isn't a lot of power at all. If I'm trying to break something, if I have like a stained glass window here and I need to smash through it to escape from something, I'm not going to be like, all right, this isn't going to be powerful. This isn't how you break a stained glass window. You've got to get your elbow going. If I'm like here and I need to break it, I'm going to go bang with my elbow forward, and I need to smash through something. That's how our bodies are designed to generate power. So you've got to get your elbow up, and that means pulling the disc in rather than whipping it around. So step one is reach back. Step one is get this arm out of the way, turn your shoulders, and reach away from your body. And step two is pull the disc in. Don't think about spinning. Don't think about turning your shoulders like this. Think about pulling the disc in, because that's going to fold your arm around the disc. That's going to bend your elbow, bend your shoulder here. It's going to sort of wrap your arm around the disc, and then as the disc moves forward, your arm's going to unfold and pop the disc, and that's going to generate a lot more power than you have right now. Right now, all of your power is coming from this spinning motion, and pulling it in and letting it pop out by your arm unfolding is going to be a lot more powerful. So yeah, and you're not bracing very good. So in your shot, at the end of your shot, I can see you're going like this, and this leaning forward, it means you have extra energy that's not transferred into the disc. It means you have all this forward momentum, and it's just not doing anything. So you want to stand up a little bit straighter and focus on stopping on your right foot here. Focus on using this weight transfer. You can slow down to help with this, and offsetting your front foot's going to help too. But using your hips, the twisting in your hips here as sort of a driving force forward onto your front foot. You shouldn't be using your last step as a stop. It's not like you're coming forward and you have to stop to throw the disc. It's like you're using this forward momentum as a whip to pop your body. So let me recap real quick. Whoa, whoa. I can speak English. Let me recap real quick. You want to shift your weight over your toes, keep your X step nice and small, and offset this last foot to the left a little bit. And that'll help you brace, so you can brace forward and brace completely rather than having the extra energy left over that's leaving you leaned forward. And then for your reach back, get your left arm out of the way and turn your shoulders all the way away from your body all the way away from your target. So you want to turn your shoulders 90 degrees. If I'm throwing this way, that direction, my shoulders are going to turn all the way 90 degrees in my reach back. And then for your pull the disc in, and then let your arm pop it out, rather than trying to spin and throw it like that. So as far as order of fixing things, step 1 is fix your reach back. Step 2 is fix your pull, and step 3 is fix your footwork. I like to spend about an hour in the field and then a round of golf on each thing that I'm trying to fix. And it's going to be a long process, but it'll be worth it. You'll have a lot more control. As far as discs, I think you're throwing the right discs right now. I think you're probably really, really tall, because most people have to have a lot cleaner form to get as much power as you do, but you happen to just luck out and be able to throw that far. So once you get your mechanics figured out and your timing a little bit better, you're going to be able to absolutely bomb. 400 is a crush. I'm 5'10", 135, and that's a crush. So if you're like 6'3", 180, you're going to have a lot more power than me, and that's just because the way physics works. So yeah, that's all I've got for you. As far as discs, if you wanted to try some new discs, I would recommend a Biofusion Defender. That's my favorite disc and my favorite driver. It's fairly overstable when it's new, but once you get them worked in, they tend to be really far flyers. They're domey, they're glidey, and they don't work big lines. You know how most discs, you flip them way over and then they come way back to the middle. These kind of fly more subdued, generally straight lines, but you can work the big antes or work the big hyzers, whatever you need to with them. They just take some work. So highly recommend a Biofusion Defender, and I think that's all I have for you. So let me know if you have any questions.